I would be interested in strongly getting behind someone like Tucker Carlson, though.
Finally, it's happening. In one of the videos which I did previously, I mentioned that people like Tucker Carlson, who moved from the MAGA movement, are probably preparing to run for presidency in 2028. Tucker Carlson himself has mentioned that he is not interested to run for president. And one of the excuses he gave was that presidency is associated with you probably going ahead and killing people. But also, I have seen also him mentioning that if he was in a debate with people like Lindsey Graham, Ted Cruz, he would dismantle them. Now, what gives us kind of an insider information that probably individuals like Tucker Carlson is preparing to run for presidency in 2028? Candace Owen, she is currently in Russia. She has been in Russia for at least the last 1 week. And she got an interview with RT. RT is the likes of CNN and Fox News in the United States. And one of the things which he said, she is not interested to run for presidency, but she can endorse Tucker Carlson. I want you to have a listen or a watch of this video, and let's have a discussion after this one.
Let me ask you a very important question, because you may have heard this, you may not have heard this, but there's a buzz out there in America that you would make a great next president of the United States. I apologize for asking, but
No, you're fine. I always tell my listeners I'd never run for president. I'd only run for dictator, because I'm not dealing with Congress. I'm not dealing with lobbying.
Right.
I'm not dealing with any of this. I'm not dealing with Lindsey Graham calling for another war. I'm just going to be like, here's what we're doing and here's what we're not doing. So I tell them, vote for me if the terms are acceptable, that I will be dictator of the United States, and that is it. But in the short run, I really don't have an interest in running for office, because there is just too much inauthenticity. Also, the great letdown of Trump. I would be interested in strongly getting behind someone like Tucker Carlson, though. I would, and so I would love for him to run, and I would create the dynamic that me and Charlie had and run all over to help him get elected, because
and Tucker was also very fond and friendly with Charlie Kirk.
He was, and to see him be one of the lone voices. I would also say Megyn Kelly, who told the truth about Charlie's shifting perspectives toward the end, just only further committed me to and he's also at a great place in his life. His children are older. I would gratefully get behind someone like Tucker Carlson.
That is Candace Owen for you. You have seen that she is so articulate. She has shared her thoughts out articulately. She has said she is not interested to run for president, but if there is one of the individuals she can endorse, is Tucker Carlson. And that is a confirmation that this individual, that is Tucker Carlson, is interested to run in 2028. But now this leaves the question, how is he going to overcome the establishment of the Republican Party? For those individuals who observed how Donald Trump went ahead and there was a lot of friction, or maybe it was ceremonial, in that it was challenging for him to be endorsed by the Republican Party. How will Tucker Carlson be endorsed by the same party which rejected Donald Trump, even though Donald Trump, in terms of the resources, the money he had? How will this individual, Tucker Carlson, be in a position to be nominated by the Republican Party? And that's one of the challenges which I find it so difficult. How is he going to get himself into that party? If he is going to get himself in that party, then there are likelihood that he is going to turn exactly what Donald Trump turned into. I know there are some individuals who may call me insane for thinking that way, because Donald Trump is an individual who probably has no morals from before. But you need to understand, the system is so deep. In one of the interviews which I saw of Donald Trump, he said that he had dealt with different individuals in the business world, and there were a lot of dangerous people. But when it came to the deep state, it is so dangerous. So even if individuals like Tucker Carlson are endorsed, even though they may have kind of good morals, good qualities to run the United States, I believe it is going to be so challenging for him to get that position. And at the same time, how is he going to go against the individuals in the system? So for those individuals who are probably thinking whether Tucker Carlson may run or may not run, I seriously believe in 2028 he is going to face the likes of J.D. Vance. For individuals like J.D. Vance, I believe, maybe I don't know how the United States politics run in the ground, but his credibility has been destroyed. More especially now that there is Iran war and the United States has gone ahead and attacked a lot of countries, and the living standards of the American people, they are not getting better. It means that individuals like J.D. Vance is going to face a lot of challenges. Even if it decides to go mute, this will be something which will be fresh in the memories of Americans. So for those individuals who are kind of J.D. Vance team, I seriously believe that's a losing team. It is not going to win, more especially if you understand that the MAGA movement, big individuals, the likes of Sean Ryan, we have Candice Owen, we have the likes of Tucker Carlson, we have Megan Kelly. But Megan Kelly, I saw she is kind of more happy to endorse individuals like JD Vance. But there's something which I would also kind of think that it should be a caution for those individuals who want to endorse people like JD Vance. You see, JD Vance is one of those individuals who has been complicit with this war. There are those individuals who may say that he can't go against Donald Trump because he is working for Donald Trump. But at the same time, we need to realize that if this ship is going to sink, the one of the individuals who needs to be blamed is J.D. Vance, because it is like the second person in command. So anyway, I would like your thoughts. Before I do that, there's something which I also need to caution, more especially those individuals who will welcome the idea of MAGA influencers, the likes of Candice Owen, Tucker Carlson, we have Megan Kelly endorsing J.D. Vance. That will be another kind of betraying you, because the whole system is collapsed. It is corrupt and it needs to be cleared in 2028. Anyway, I would like your thoughts in the comment section. Will you be excited to vote for Tucker Carlson? Or what is your opinion when it comes to Candice Owen endorsing Tucker Carlson? Like, subscribe, share. We need to reach 1,000 subscribers. See you in my next one.